Hey guys, Matt from the Rational Rant, and today's video is going to be about the new Texas abortion laws that they're trying to pass in the state. So, this video, I'm going to give a shout out to Paul McEnroe. He is the one who wrote a blog post for my website, therationalrant.wix.com, and it really went into depth about how Texas is trying to pass this unconstitutional legislation to try and prevent women from being able to get abortions in the state of Texas. Now, they are producing some laws that are called TRAP laws, Targeted Restriction of Abortion Practice laws. And these range anywhere from requiring abortion facilities to raise the height of their ceiling by 1 foot, or to widen their doorways by, 1 foot, or that they need to put X amount of windows in the building, or, just really stupid little tweaky kind of laws that are meant to basically financially bankrupt a lot of these abortion clinics. And it's very distraught because it is constitutionally protected. A woman has a right to say what goes on with her own body. These laws have been struck down in other kinds of courts across the United States as well. And obviously Texas is known as a conservative hotbed, but we need to be able to fight legislation like this. We have to get out and we have to make our voices heard. This is unconstitutional. You're taking away rights from people, and you're going to see others make the argument of, oh, the fetus is a person too, and oh, the fetus they have the same rights as a person that is 60 to 70 years old. And that is total and utter BS. The fetus is not a human being until it is born out of the vaginal canal and it becomes like a physical being. Or until the nervous system is developed, which is around 20, 21 weeks. So they're making a lot of these arguments that, oh, we're trying to protect the lives of all these unborn children, when in reality, a lot of these abortion practices are going to be harmful to the mothers and not even the children. And that should be the number one concern, is the health of the mother. But as a lot of these politicians have proven before in Texas, they really are out of touch with what people want, with what their constituents are asking them to do. I mean, you have people like Ted Cruz, who he went on a campaign to try and ban dildos and sex toys because of just his conservative Christian values that, oh, this is all morally unpure, and all these really vague arguments that are taking away rights from people and are basically telling people how to live their lives, which is not good at all. That is the textbook definition of authoritarianism. And because we have a constitution that gives us certain rights, and the Supreme Court who rules in certain cases for constitutionality, we obviously have things like Roe v. Wade, which was a proven court case that shows that abortion is a constitutionally protected practice up to a certain point. So to see a lot of these guys and a lot of these politicians make these arguments is very scary in a way. Because with the election of Donald Trump and the Republican Party basically gaining control of our entire government again, what if something did happen in the Supreme Court? What if he elected the next Justice Scalia, since they would have a majority in both the House, the Senate, and almost in the Supreme Court? We would see, I don't even know what we would see. We would see untold amounts of legislation trying to be passed through this conservative government, and it would be restricting the rights of a lot of people. And that's why the midterms in 2018, 2019, one of those years, is going to be very important, because we have to take back control of the House and the Senate. And hopefully Trump doesn't put, once again, another Justice Scalia on the Supreme Court. I mean, another issue is there is another law that they're trying to pass where if a mother has a miscarriage or she has to get an abortion, she has to bury the dead fetus. She has to have a ceremony for it as if it was an actual person. That's just atrocious. You're shaming the woman for having this procedure, whether it was medically necessary or not, it doesn't even matter. And you're shaming her into doing this. that is not the proper incentive structure that needs to happen. We need to encourage people to know their rights and to allow them to practice their rights regardless of gender, regardless of age, regardless of race. All these things are arbitrary. We all have rights given to us by the Constitution and by our government. And when these rights are trying to be taken away, we have to get out, we have to be active, and we have to fight for what's right. A good caveat, though, is that some of this legislation has not passed yet. It has been proposed, but it has not been passed in the state of Texas. So hopefully it doesn't, and that's why I'm coming out here and I'm saying this, and you've heard a lot of other people give similar arguments. We need to stop it before it becomes a reality, because if it does, it will set a precedent for other states in which we could see other conservative leading states try and do the same thing, which that is not a trend that we want to be seeing in this country. We have a constitution, we have rights, and we need to protect them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. You're the reason I do this. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, stay rational.